Hey there, everyone. Welcome. Gonna be doing some Brawl today. I'm actually gonna move over into my drafting page because we're doing some deck building. It's Wednesday Brawl, which is fun because Wednesday Brawl is sweet and Brawl is my favorite format on Arena. And yeah, and I think we're just gonna today we'll be doing another one of the challenges thanks to the Wizards creator program. Or the Magic the Gathering creator program. Hashtag sponsored. Yeah, so I think one of the ones we're going to want to go for is either build a deck with only creatures or build a deck with no creatures. And I'm not sure which way I want to go. Hmm. Yeah, I think I don't know which way I actually want to go. So let's just jump into. Let's just start this. All right. So we got commander doesn't count as a creature. I think it does. So we will have to go with a planeswalker if we want to do non-creature. So let's just look at. For this one, I don't really want to go monocolor just because it is going to be difficult. Let's try not collected because I don't have that much spare wild cards. It isn't. I'm not spending mythic and rares just because I like to keep 10. I like to have a stock of 10 mythics, 20 rares, 30 uncommons, 40 commons. No worries. So if we're going creatures, all creatures, the idea is just go Nikya and just do like big Gruul, because she's literally about let's not cast non-creatures, and Nikya actually could make sense. It could be a lot of fun to build a Brawl deck around. So we actually want to probably want to look at planeswalkers for not doing that. So let's just planeswalkers. Okay, so I don't really want to build and find anything. Okay, what would work well? Alright, so obviously like we could do like a blue-white control thing, which I guess would work. Orzhov really wants its creatures. Dimir could work. Like Tezzeret, the problem with Tezzeret is that we do want artifact creatures. Also, literally, he cares about creatures and his thing. We could do like a 5-color super. Well, no, we can't do 5-color super hands because we don't actually have a 5-color non-creature commander. Could do something like a Johnny Tokens because token creators are allowed, and we could just do kind of like a token stack without actually any actual creatures. But that does have the problem that tokens aren't great. But I mean, I think that's. How do we want to do this? I mean, or we could go with like Ral and do, or like one of the Rals and do an actual like spell slinger type deal. You know what? Let's just stay on theme and just make Selesnya decks. We're gonna make a Johnny Tokens. So okay, so we cannot have anything that makes creatures. Let's just get our land base in here to do. Okay, you're good. So you're a creature. You don't work. So also let's just take out all the creatures. So everything except creatures is allowed. Okay, land. We'll deal with lands later. Wait, I thought I said no. Oh, because it's tagging. Okay, so that's just not gonna work. So let's just not do that. Okay, so Castle Overfell obviously could be good. Makes us creatures without, or tokens without actually having to be a creature. Your creature. That's creature-based removal. Part of me is debating, like, do we want to go more hard control instead? Because I feel like a lot of the token creators thing are just still the good ones are tied to that, so we might actually not want to go with this. The Dawn of Hope works. Glass Casket, just removal. No, actually, let's just reset this thing just so it at least filters out a lot of the things. Oh, Ancestral's Blade not bad because that's essentially okay. It's a bear, but it's a bear that isn't technically a creature, so that works out. And keep in mind, like the abilities of our commander is gains his life and gives us loyalty counters, and stuff like that. So I guess if we have any other planeswalkers, that actually isn't terrible. All right, so Devout Decree. Honestly, that's actually not terrible because you do face a lot of black and red people. So I'll just put it in there. We might take it out. The thing is, we're gonna need a lot of removal just because we don't take out things with our. We don't take out things very easily with our creatures, so because we're not blocking things really, and all the creatures we are creating are not large. Revoke existence, maybe. Birth of Meletis. That might not be bad, just as because we are going to be a little bit mid thing and like definitely face against mono red. That's not the worst. Banishing Light's just a good card. And I'm not really feeling citywide bust. I do like Luminous Bonds. I think Luminous Bonds is a fine card. Omen of the Sun. Oh, Gideon. Gideon's real nice. You are technically a creature. Can't put you in there. Prison Realm, Rally for the Throne, Sworn Companions, like all the good token creators. I think Johnny's Strength of Pride could work. And Unbreakable Formation just as a good finisher. Teo, we're not really looking for like walls. Conclave Juvenil's not bad. I'm just worried that we're not actually getting enough tokens. I like that I have an Elspeth, I don't have an Elspeth. Especially because like most of our token creators that we can actually get you're technically a creature. Melancholy Giant isn't bad. You're in, like if you make creatures, which is fine. Okay, so next up, Once Upon a Time, Veil of Summer, you know, the normal fairly costed creatures. Yeah, I don't. I think because I'm thinking about Historic Brawl, and this could work better for that because you have more options. Hey there! Thanks for the follow. Do. Okay, so, part of me is feeling that we don't actually, have the... Yeah, no, I don't think we actually have enough to make this concept work. I think we're going to have to come back to the drawing board and we do more like a hard control shell. All right, well, that happens. And I might be playing some Historic Brawl with Yasmin at some point. So, okay, let's try making this non-creature deck instead. So let's do... Right, so if you were going to be doing this... Okay. Wait, they did? They put Get Wrong Monster? When did that happen? I did not see that in the patch notes. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Gruel. Oh my goodness! It's the Get Wrong Monster! Oh my goodness, the Get Wrong Monster was my first commander ever! Oh! Oh my goodness! He's such a good boy! Oh, he's such a good boy! He doesn't work for what we're doing, but he's such a good boy! Oh my god! Oh! Okay, the thing is that actually now that that's a mythic wild card, that's starting to become maybe worth it for, because this is probably be the next Brawlers Guild Hall. I'm honestly willing to pay 10,000 gold to save on a mythic wild card. Ooh, and also get Brawl. So that I actually might grab otherwise. So I might not craft that right now, but oh, he's a good boy. Oh, what a good boy. My original deck was awful because it was Get Wrong Monster and a bunch of Shadows of Innistrad Draft Chaff, and it was awful. Oh, yeah. Oh, reminder, you have an appointment at the Cat Cafe tomorrow. Oh, yes, I'm so excited. I'm going to the Cat Cafe with my best friend. Okay, so we are building Nikya. Alright, let's just get our lands out of the way, and then we can just switch to filter of only creatures. Castle and Breath? Sure. Dwarven Mine? Probably not. Castle Garenbrig? Actually, whoa. Didn't you technically add one? Okay, so that doesn't actually like double it. It just gives us 7 green and not 6. Juniper Cabin, don't care. Cruel Guildgate, sure. Rugged Highlands, Stomping Ground, Temple of Abandon, Command Tower, Fable Passage. It's 2 colors. I don't think we need Evolving Wilds. Field of Ruin, because we can actually have that now, and Field of the Dead is a thing, and we have enough things to actually make Field of the Dead good. Gateway Plazas don't need Guildmage's Forum. I mean, there's something to be said that, like, Nikya will have so much extra mana, and we'll probably have like a lot of the Gruul multicolor card stuff is actually really good for this kind of Stormy stuff. So Guildmage's Form actually might not be terrible. Not gonna have any of you. Lotus Field don't really need. Alright, cool. And now we can just switch to only show us creatures, and this is a much easier filter to have. So we're big Gruul. So we want to have big stuff ready to go. What sleeves do we want? What's some nice Gruul sleeves? What says Gruul more than, I don't know. Let's just go goblins. I like the goblin sleeves. I'm glad I didn't have to spend all the gold on those because I was able to get the hookup for them directly. Okay, so honestly, let's get our gold stuff first because that's the other thing. Clan Guild Mage, that's not really what I want to do. I mean, Clothis actually is really good, but I don't have one her so, a lot of stuff is going to be non-creature, so I don't mind a Grumgully. Don't care about you. Galea. Honestly, actually not a bad card advantage engine for this deck, so, yeah, I'm actually not, I don't hate Galea. Spellbreaker is just good. Living Twister could be interesting. Also, her stuff also works if we have nice, expensive activated abilities as well. Warden of the Chain, no, not really. Frenzy Dex, not really. Rampart Smasher. I mean, you're just Sundering Shaman. No, that's a card. Ravager Worm sounds good. And you just are a big dumb dork. Maybe. All right. Let's grab green. Okay, so we do want ramp. Like, we do want to have ramp, and specifically want kind of like land ramp ideally, but there's just some things like Gilded Goose that are just good ramp things on their own. I'm pretty sure we're allowed to have adventures. But do we want Reflection Intruder? No. Because, I mean, well, we can't cast the adventure side with Nikya on the battlefield, but I think these are allowed within the constraints of the challenge. Okay, Wildwood Tracker, not really. We're not really going low. Destiny Spinner isn't really what we're looking to do. Leaf Druid, I don't mind. Elysian Carotid is alright, not really what to do. Paradise Druid is what we want to do. Well, Elysian Carotid is actually probably better than Leaf Druid, so we'll just put them both for now. Incubation Druid's not bad because, like, actually that 5 is actually trivial once we got Nikya on the battlefield. And she actually becomes a threat on her own. Rat sleeves? Okay, yeah, rat sleeves. We'll go with rats. Look at them, they're rats. They're such good. They're good friends. Well, Preserver is just a decent low drop for, like, it gets better in the late game as well as also just kind of like helps with those things. Try to the Elysian Grove. I don't really just see it because this thing is realistically, it only really gets you maybe one land drop a little bit sooner, and it's not like we're like making use of Crucible Worlds and like cycling our lands and getting a bunch of things like that. Um, yeah, Edgewall is a little bit awkward. And I just feel like it's one of those things where so much of the time we just don't care. Like same thing with like Love Struck Base. Like we have better things that we want to be. Like on our like 1 and 3, we want to be ramping, not casting 1/1s and 5/5s. We just want to be getting that early stuff. Ooh, what about like? Oh, we can't have the Wolf Willow Hollow, unfortunately. And none of the elves that get us lands out of the library are legal in this format. And because I'm used to historic Brawl. Who's getting me now? I don't care about you. Okay, so Dead Sea Participators don't care. Thrashing Brawl, and I don't mind, just because there are problematic things, like if you want to need to get rid of like a Crucible, Fire, or Crucible, not Crucible, Fire's Invention, that's it. Morvo's not bad. Just, he's a big dork who just gets bigger. Beats Whispers, nice card advantage engine. Alright, so what? Let's start getting into the big stuff. Okay, Nightpack Hamster is just a good card. Questing Beast is just a good card. Shifting Ceratops is just a good card, same as Wicked Wolf. Alright, Cavalier of Thorns. Oh, I do like Biogenic Ooze. Biogenic Ooze. Nikya makes a lot of mana that can start pumping into Biogenic Ooze, so it's a great late game mana sink. Challenge Troll could be interesting, but I don't really know that. Cultural Ronus, that's what we want. That's the kind of stuff that we're looking for. I don't love Nessian Boar. I just don't feel like that it's that great. Beanstalk Giant, that is what we want. We're not likely costing the sorcery like when Nikya's on the board, but like it is a land ramp early in the game, and that's what we want. Next Boomation, I don't have one, and honestly, that's just overkill. It's not like we're like really gonna be able to like combo off that much. Enraze Forerunners, get in there. That's exactly the kind of thing we want. Steelbane Hydra, actually big X creature. I like that. Voracious Hydra, that's just a good card. All right, and honestly, without like having instants and sorceries, this is not that bad. Isn't that bad to think that if you look at the top card library, if it's a creature go to your hand. Oh, yeah. It's like a 4-drop, and no, it's a 3-drop. They can pay 4 mana. Vivian's Grizzly. I feel like it's too slow because I think you also have to tap it, so I don't love that. Okay, so in terms of like a lot of these low red creatures, I don't actually care about them because it's like they're not going to be impactful on our actual game plan. If it's Sealed-Breaker though, having some naturalized effects because we don't really have things like Reclamation Sages or anything, and like with sometimes we'll just need to take care of that. Otherwise we only have like Thrashing Brontodon. This deck doesn't actually hate Marauding Raptor. Like, it kills some of our stuff, which is awkward, but generally also it just works as another ramp thing. Rebel Rich is fine. It's one of those things that like does stuff early on. Anax is a decent card. Bone Crusher Giant is like, that's interaction and also does what we want to do. Do we care about like, I don't think we care about like the random Goblin Dorks. Glenmore Buccaneer, I actually don't mind because like that should can be a lot of extra damage you're just throwing at it just because with the extra, because like, hey, I'm tapping with like this and like I play Nikya and I'm untapping and like I say I like play a land, I have like 12 mana now. That is like 6 damage. That is completely unavoidable by our opponent, which is not bad. Storm Herald, not looking for Arclight Phoenix. This is not an Arclight Phoenix deck. Fun fact. You're not good in 1v1. And I like the head. I think the head's not bad. Opportunistic Dragon. It's just a dork. Technology Dragon, Giant. I could see maybe running. Cavalier Flame, that is exactly the kind of thing we want in terms of late game mana sink. That is also very good. Perf, I don't really think Perf is what we want in this deck because like we're not really gonna have Devotion, all that, and we're not like sneaking things in because we'd rather just cast them. Ilharg though, Ilharg could work, like because it helps us get in, and the fact that Ilharg is also just a big thing that just is hard to get rid of isn't bad. We can absolutely cast Drakoseth. Like that is something that this can do. And Terror of Mount Vasilis, I could see maybe running. Alright, so that's only 3 cuts. Okay, so, let's see what we want to get rid of. Honestly, Simple Shipbreaker, if it becomes a problem, we'll just grab that. I like all the ramp we have. Okay, I feel like Living Twister, like, we're not... No, I still like it, because with all the mana that we're making, like, this allows us to potentially just, like, pick up our hands and just kill them with their face if we need to. So, I actually don't hate that. Sorry about the heater turning on. You know, Galia, you know, get out of here. We're not really, like, going wide and attacking a lot of people. And honestly, Robber the Rich is not what we're looking to do. Let's try this. This could be interesting. I mean, also, let's get our land. So, Nikya is from Ravnica. So, we should get some Ravnica lands. Let's do RTR. Let's do RTR lands. Do. So, alright, so this is Brawl. Or B. Oops, all creatures. Because I'm original in my memes. New store. Oh yeah, there's new daily deals. Something I mentioned that I was like, hey, it'd be really cool if they did like a more better rotating cast of things. Gray Merchant, no. We're 75% off. Maybe. I'm not a big fan of Devotion. I'll have to think on that one. Just cause like I'm actually not doing great on gold. Okay, let's oops all creatures. Let's go. It's Groovy Gruel. This could be an aggro deck, so this is actually a pretty good like test against like one thing that our opponent thing we need to be ready for. Not having a mountain is awkward for Breath, but we do have turn 2 ramp, which could be, if we draw an untapped land, that is a turn 3 Night Pack Ambusher, which, given how they're going to be attacking and stuff, isn't terrible. So I don't mind this. This seems solid. And if we do hit an untapped land, it's just we could still get to Grumgully, and that's fine. And also, we're probably not gonna do too long. I'm just gonna try to get the win in for the challenge, and then yeah, we have a free mulligan. But honestly, this hand is good. It's like we've got ramp, we got dorks we want to cast. And if we draw if we draw any other land, that means like also turn 4 Nikya, which then can start like doing things like increasing like hitting our incubation druid to get that, and Ravager worming, and just eating banana friend. Banana friend better get their own card. Man. Alright, Temple of Abandon. Dracoseth, that's pretty much as far opposite of a land as you can get. Despite our hand, actually, we're not... It is not infeasible that we don't actually cast this, like, not super far in the future. Alright, Galia. That's fine by me. Yeah, let's just go Incubation Druid. Alright, now we do need a land. Maybe we can have to play Grumgully, that's not the worst. It is awkward that this only has 2 toughness, so we're gonna take some damage here. But that's fine. Goblin Interact. Okay, interesting. Okay, I guess you do have to somewhat fill out your ranks. Alright, so that's a little awkward. So we're just gonna have to tap this. Glitter Buccaneer's not bad, because, like, that puts us out of Goblin Veteran range if they want to do anything else, and, like, that's... But, honestly, Grumgully is probably just better. Like, sure, they can still attack, like, these 2 dorks. Yeah, if you want to attack with those 2, go right ahead. Actually, there's somebody said, but, like, just train this guy for, like... Okay, we could trade, like, this guy, like, these for one of these, and probably just you, just, like, stop this Mentor, because I really don't want this to Mentor, and they have to spend their turn to kill Grumgully, and they don't really get to do that much else, and that is fine by me. Alright, that is, again, not a land, but we'll just ambush them with a Night Pack Ambusher. Okay, so if we block up, that stops their entire turn. We could take out Galia, but that doesn't actually really set them back that much, because they can recast her and she has haste. But it did take their most of their next turn. Alright, I mean, if they wanna trade her, that's fine with me. Okay, now we're just having trouble with lands. Alright, let's just Glinthorn Buccaneer and just hold back. I like this over Tectonic Giant just so we can have block with this if we need to. And because, like, these two hold back their board about the same. Tectonic Giant, that's not good, in my professional opinion. Okay, so we drew another land, so we have 5 mana. Let's just play Nikya. Nikya will prevent a lot of their aggro, and I'm willing to throw away Glinthorn Buccaneer, and that allows next turn that we can, like, play a Dracoseth if we need to, or Ravager Worm, because Ravager Worm is nice because you can take out Tectonic Giant without actually giving value. Alright. I'm assuming they're just going to hit us for 3. I don't think we're going to win this one. I think this is a lost cause. Alright, so... block you there, block you there. We take 3, 4. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Because we don't have board wipes in the stack. Maybe not. So let's, yeah, +1/+1 counter. And I want to fight that Goblin War Boss. And now we are going to just Tectonic Giant. And yeah. Okay, so build up the ground. They're out of cards. I mean, they can start like Satyr's Cunning, but that doesn't really help them. Alright, so... yeah, we can just Dracoset. Okay, so okay, so we have 4 mana left over, so we can actually just spend 5 and that gets us 5 extra. Okay, so if we want to, so we have at least 2 mana left, or so. Okay, so Incubation Imbued puts us down 3 mana because it adds 2 and costs 5, and we have 4 mana left over. So let us actually just. No, I don't want to actually activate her. So let's act you, and now let's adapt. And now let's Dracoset. And now we can just start clearing out their board. And they do need to draw something that like actually gets them stuff. So, I mean, even next turn we could probably like in-raise Forerunners and like... does that kill them? I don't actually know. Because now they can't even activate Galee without like throwing away a large portion of their board. I mean, granted, we are just dead to like any sort of lightning strike effect, which is unfortunate. I mean, lightning strike isn't legal currently, but there's other effects that do similar amounts of damage. Vivian.
Oh, I am gonna love tearing this place to the ground. My, how you've grown.
Okay. You realize that that doesn't actually... you don't actually draw the cards, so you're just throwing away your board. Okay. The best plan would to just hold on to that and, so yeah. Alright, well, that's there, and that's that challenge complete, and I think Yasmin's ready to fight, so for YouTube, I'm gonna end up this recording, so I think that was just a quick, let's do this challenge, and let's open the pack, and yeah, that's a Nightmare Shepherd. Magic, let's let me update my spreadsheets, cause what is incredibly nice about spreadsheets, it's everything, cause I don't know why I'm singing about spreadsheets. Alright, cool, so I'll end this recording here, and I'll see you next time.